What's up, guys? I'm back with another backtesting video. We're continuing from the last session, but honestly, I did want to have a conversation beforehand about um, I know what I've been feeling recently. Um, Honestly, especially this year, I have not been doing too well in terms of my live trading. I've been losing a lot more often. Matter of fact, I've been losing almost every day. Not really forcing entries, I wouldn't say. It just there's some like minuscule things that I wasn't really knowledgeable about. But the main purpose of this message is obviously going into trading. I knew that it was gonna be fucking hard. Like the shit isn't really like a skill someone could pick up instantly and become successful instantly. And I know that, but um the more I go about my day backtesting and putting in hours and hours of work and not getting any outcome out of it, that is honestly really demotivating. And I get demotivated for, like, let's say today when I blew my account. Um Obviously I learned something today. I learned a lot of things. Um but blowing accounts and losing live market trades and feeling like my effort isn't going anywhere is obviously really demotivating for me. Um, but obviously I can't be bitching about it that much. I do like I have a vision in my mind about I know that I will be profitable eventually. It's just a matter of when rather than if I will be profitable. But going about my day and putting in hours and hours of effort with no outcome is just really demotivating. And that's pretty much kind of what I wanted to say. And honestly, the only um response to this would just be to stop bitching and keep it pushing and keep learning, because um in my eyes there is no difference between me and another profitable trader, besides the fact that I either lack knowledge, lack patience, force entries, because I know that I'm working as hard as every other profitable trader out there worked, if that makes sense. So I guess the only thing is, yeah, I am getting demotivated sometimes, especially when I'm constantly losing, but it is part of the process. I don't think most profitable traders bought funded first time, made a payout, and started making 10 bands every fucking week. That's I'm pretty sure that's or that should be impossible. Um, but yeah, that's kind of main purpose of the start of this video. Um, if you guys have any thoughts or concerns or advice in the comments, that'd be most appreciated. But honestly, like, the advice that you guys could probably give me is gonna be really repetitive to what I'm already telling myself. Like, I know that's gonna take a lot longer. Um, Maybe not a lot longer. I can somehow get a payout maybe 2 weeks from now. Who knows? If I actually like stick with my rules and I don't make silly mistakes. I'm just getting annoyed because I am making a lot of silly mistakes where when I'm back testing, like, I put a lot of thought into my trades normally, as you guys can see from the back testing videos, and I really consider all scenarios, like where ES is and shit like that. And some for some reason, sorry, when I'm live trading, it kind of like my brain goes blank, and I feel really stupid when I take like a loss that's just like so avoidable and so easily avoidable. Like at the beginning of this year, I took an inversion that wasn't even like a proper inversion. Like, it wasn't the highest time frame inversion of the current price leg, and that shit was just utterly disappointing because I don't know I don't know the last time I've ever fucked up that badly, even in backtesting, and to do it live. Um, it just makes me feel really stupid. But I guess the only thing I can really do is keep it pushing, keep it working, keep backtesting and keep grinding, and that's pretty much it. Um, I'm gonna make this like a part of the backtesting video because I don't want to upload a 5 minute depressing ass fucking video to my channel. But yeah, okay, I'll begin the recording when I'm about to backtest. I low-key did just want to say that before I backtested. Um, okay, catch you guys in the next clip. Okay, let's get right into the next backtesting session. We did finally finish um February of 2025, and honestly, I'm not really fucking with the price action. I might have to dash mid backtesting session, so I'll continue the video later on in the day, but we'll see how it goes. Um, news, 10 a.m. news, 9:45 Orange Folder news, which I don't really care about too much. Let's do some analysis. Um, Ever since this day right here, we've been just fucking dumping, and it kind of looks like we're just sweeping out these slanted daily lows. So on the daily time frame, kind of looks like we want to continue this bearish trend. Um, Yo, why does day look oddly like today? I feel like. Anyways, but on 4 hours, kind of showing a different story, where we've inversed this 4 hour gap, and we're now sweeping out pretty substantial points of liquidity. On the Nasdaq, we are kind of lagging behind as we already swept out this 4 hour high. Um, I am still leaning a bit more bullish here because we still do have draws higher um, on ES, but we don't really need to go for this. And on the NAS, we don't really need to go for this 4 hour unless it kind of shows that we want to do that. And we do have pretty substantial draws below. We have this unfilled hourly gap that we kind of edged on the NASDAQ, that we already tapped into on ES. So I would want to see more of a retracement. For shorts here, we were inversing, so I could be more reactive here, given that we inverse this 15-minute on ES, but on NAS, it counts like we're holding it. So, 1 second. Yeah, we're just gonna start skipping some price action here. Huge sell-off. Let's look for points that we can distribute from on ES. We're looking at maybe this 15-minute low, swept liquidity. Okay, so we tapped into this hourly, and it looks like we're just continuing the bullish move. Um, Holy frick, dude. Okay. We just got like a big Judas swing to these highs right here. Um, but we have SMT on these external draws or internal highs that I don't really care about too much. I'm not willing to take this as an inversion because we didn't manipulate into any gap here that I really fuck with, to be honest. And yeah, let's keep it going. Yeah, we got a sweep of these external with an SMT that I don't really care about, like I said. Um, and it kind of looks like we are dumping. So we might have already got our objective here in terms of bull runs. I want to see if we're going to continue this bearish price action here. What are we tapping into? to this very discounted gap, swept out this liquidity. SMT that I don't really care about, but there really isn't much of an opportunity for inversions here. This is definitely a 5 minute, yeah. 5 minute retracement. Can't when you get like this rapid of movement, I am low-key interested in taking shorts given that we didn't sweep our internal low. We can potentially get another retracement if we want to continue to these lows. I'm gonna have to, sorry for all the pauses. Holy shit, guys. I don't know if you can see the time, but I got time diddy taxed, man. So we're gonna try to jump right into it. Um, I was talking about this 5 minute con short that I cannot take. We overall just have a very bearish momentum. We have 10 a.m. news, so I'm just going for 10 a.m. news to play out. We'll see. Um, are we taking any active draws on liquidity? We have London low below. We have Asia low below. We have a lot of these draws on liquidity that I would love to see as my target, but we took first target. So we also have this intermediate hourly low that I would love to see as a bearish target. Okay, let's keep taking out the draws. Quite unfortunate. In terms of bearish draws, we tapped into this 4 hour. I could see a possible mech here. 10 a.m. opens. 10 a.m. opens there. I don't want to be longing against news candle, to be honest. This is too discounted for me to take, to be honest, too. And if we want to continue bearish order flow, I wouldn't be opposed to it. We still have, I guess, this unnegated hourly gap right here that we can use as a target, but and we also have data low below. I would want to see a potential retracement into this more premium. I'm just gonna erase everything, to be honest. More premium gap here, or some sort of 5 minute that is more premium. It's nothing I would really take here. We are now rebouncing off a 15 minute, which I'm much more interested in taking as a short here. This looks like it's EQ'd the range. Almost EQ'd the range here. The inversion that we would need to get is this 2 minute gap right here with pretty strong draws on liquidity lower, unfilled hourly gap. I don't really like where we're at in this price leg. I guess we did tap into this brand new 30 minute, which I really like. Brand new 30 minute in the price leg. Um, we have this SMT, and then the price leg that swept out that was this, but then I'd be entering into a 2 minute. So I'd probably want to see this entire gap get inverse prior to taking this short, to be honest. we would have to wait pretty long for that to play out, and ES is kind of already inside of my break-even point here. So now, if I wanted to take this, I would wait for this 5-minute gap to get inverse as well. To be honest, boop, 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 boop. Am I looking for longs here, knowing that data lows below has a strong liquidity? Not really. Resweep of that high inside um inside this 30-minute technically. I'll have to wait for that inversion. Am I overly relying on this SMT? Not necessarily. I wouldn't say so. ES manipulated these highs. Um, and I don't think if we truly want to be bearish here, I don't think we need to really redraw into this 15-minute gap. And I would just have to wait here for this inversion right there. And then my break-even point. It's kind of sketch here. It would be pretty much right here. I think this is pretty valid. I like the SMT. I like the strong displacement through that gap. I like our draws being, we have like a bunch of generated relative equal 1-minute lows right here as well. Strong draws liquidity, unfilled hourly gap below. And I think this is enough retracement in the range in order to confirm that we're going to be bearish going into the market. I'm going to take this trader here. Probably not going to target this, but in terms of break even point though, it is kind of sketch. I don't know where I would break even, to be honest. I guess this would be like the only break even point that I would see is valid. I don't really see the need for ES to go any higher. I want to really emphasize looking at ES. Yeah. We created this internal low that I would want to probably break even on. Okay, break even there. This is technically a 1-to-1 here. I'm just gonna target, let's go for like a banger. I guess because there is this 5-minute, I'm gonna take out 75% of my position here. And then probably hold and see if I can catch a pretty big move. It doesn't look like we're gonna catch this move though. Yeah, this is really late into the session. Will you just take me out? Okay, that was break even. Looks like we're just gonna chop around. Do we eventually go to my drawn liquidity here? No. Maybe later on in the session. Yeah, we do eventually go to my draw, which I'm happy about. Maybe we would have got stopped out if I held though all the way there. But yeah, this is honestly a solid trade. I like this one. Continuation to these draws where overall we flipped bearish. We don't really need to go to these highs right here as it already got swept out by ES. So it's more reactionary trade. Waited for a more premium gap to be tagged into. Quick little 1-to-1 trade. Probably could have secured more profit for the P&L, but who really cares, to be honest. Okay. Moving on to the next day, no news. Make sure this is recording. Let's see here. We are still in this daily sell model. We are now pretty far from these lows, but honestly, like from what I'm seeing is we respected this daily fair value gap and we're just continuing lower on the higher time frame. And then same goes for this, like 4 hour respected this, continuing lower. Now we're inside this hourly, and then like my next draw would be just these generated 15-minute draws on in the AM session. And like ideally what I would want is like a resweep of this or entering this more premium gap, or even like if we do flip bullish, I would want to see a better condition being like we inverse these two gaps, give me a continuation higher. But it just kind of looks like we want to just continue bearish, and that's what I'm seeing. Let me switch to the 30-second. Continuing bearish, we swept all these internal lows. I'm not willing to take a long from here, to be honest. I'm not gonna even look at that. Like, I could see this playing out. Only reason being is like we tapped into this unmitigated 15. We're just continuing bearish price action. SMT in a higher time frame gap. Only thing I just don't like is we didn't even inverse that gap. And then this would be the inversion right here. So this is like just negative RR internal look off swept too. So was there like a 30-second? No 30-second here. We did generate kind of equal highs here, and this price action is kind of dookie. I want to see like more generation of these lows. Yes, is just kind of leaving without us here. Higher time frame. We just topped this unmitigated gap. This is 10 a.m. You can probably do a mech from here, to be honest. But this is just like, like open, low, high close. But there probably isn't a gap I can target here. Yeah, this is just untradeable PA as of now. We can possibly open up this 15-minute for a continuation if we generate low resistance liquidity. But it doesn't even look like we want to do that either. This might be like an easily skippable day, to be fair. We did tap into this 15-minute. There's a more premium 15-minute up here that I would ideally want to take shorts from. Sorry about that. Take shorts from right here. Yes, is edging these. I mean, we already technically swept this out. This is SMT inside of we're clearly respecting that 15. This is just so awkward. It's unreal. There's this 4-minute gap right here that we would have to inverse. Draws and liquidity lower. Did we, yo, this is pissing me off. There we go. Draws on liquidity lower. Um, like this would just be a continuation move, but to what exactly? We are 90 points away from these lows right here on that we have not swept on both indexes. So this kind of validates my idea of a cont short. Expect this hourly, early into market open. Then on the 15, we're just continuing the trend. This might be a bit too discounted per chance, but did we even get we have to wait for this 4 minute anyways? So I would love to see like a quick little boop boop. Probably be even better. Now that that is a gap I'm willing to enter here. Um, because what do we do? Accumulated, manipulated into this more premium gap. Generated lower resistance right here with higher time frame draws being these daily lows right here. I can probably just mark them out or mark the first one out at least that we are currently edging. Is this too far away for me to care? Not really. We can at least break even at this point. This is a really strong inversion as well. Um, higher SMT inside of this 30 minute as well. So this is honestly a solid short for a continuation model, considering that we generated liquidity below. I like this accumulation manipulation, expecting it to flush downwards. Um, and higher time frame we are bearish. So see this dump to my break even will probably be here. Bro, you know how annoying it is that like this got it'd make it so much better if we just like what's it called? Inverse this 4 minute. Make things a lot better here. This is like actually insane. See, like this is what I mean. If I won't break even there, then like price actions are so choppy. Took out my internal low, and we were just generating like these slanted highs up here. So we're just like inside this 4 minute as well. Oh, and then we're also inside of this. Okay, no, that's BS. Um, I'm just gonna thug it out to be honest. Okay, that would have been my break even, so I'm just gonna break even there and see what happened. This price action was kind of poo poo. Yeah, and it did end up delivering somewhat, but this is like not the PA. I don't know why we just decided to just chop around here. Did it end up delivering to my draw liquidity? Damn. Not really. I think next time I'm not gonna wait for this to tap in to this point because yes, like um already swept on my internal low and then that kind of just puts my position on risk. So I think overall trade idea was valid, but me not going break even at the very beginning um is just stupid. I could have targeted like a 1-to-1, but then again, like I'm not really expecting us to like there's no point where we should be reversing from here. So me holding not to here, but at least these external or these internal lows, I think is still pretty valid. Um 10 a.m. and then 8:15. Honestly, I do like that trade though. I did like it. Again, it's bearish. Still haven't swept up these lows, so I can use this as a point that price wants to target, but we did wick fuck out of these lows right here. Higher time frame, we rebalanced some of these 4-hour unmitigated gaps, SMT, and on the hourly, like we just look like utter poo-poo, but it just kind of looks like we are now we inverse this hourly gap, um, and we can honestly see a continuation model. Granted that we maybe rebalance some sort of the range, like this hourly gap right here, and then continue lower to the higher time frame draws, and then this swing hourly low, or if there's another unmitigated gap, there is one like right here. I already got mitigated, but yeah, I'm still going in here short. We don't really have anything we should be worrying about. We have 10 a.m. news though to be wary about, so I'll just see what happens. Generating, taps into this hourly gap right here. Oh no, sweeps out this internal hourly low, edging this 50-minute low. I'm still bearish regardless. I'm not going to take this inversion if it does play out because I'm not inside a key level that I honestly want to long from. Um, did we reverse back into some sort of gap? Nope, nothing that I'm interested in taking. 10 a.m. is about a hit too, so I do want to see what it does. 10 a.m. generates this data low and this data high. That is really close to my hourly gap that I do want to short from. What I'm hoping happens is we come up, take out that data high inside of the hour gap, and then we get a short position to now this generated data low, as well as higher time frame draws. Would probably be just this unmitigated hourly gap, and then higher time frame daily draws as well. I would really like for this to sweep. Do we have? Wait, I just want to make sure. SMT on that. ES has now swept these draws at higher time from SMT inside of a pretty substantial gap. 30-minute entry as well. Solid draws monthly lower. We got a strong inversion. I don't see the reason why I would fade this. But then this would just be a mech going from a 30-minute to this right here. So honestly, I'm gonna take this because it kind of does have the idea that I wanted and I posed before. Let's see if it grants me or if I just get fucked. This is like it just looks kind of tight though. Let's see if this plays out. That would have been my break even right there. Unfortunately, stopped. That is stupendously unfortunate. This would be the gap that I would want to get fully inverse in order to take these shorts, which is just truly, truly unfortunate here. Um, and it doesn't look like we're gonna get this. Yeah, we did not in fact get that. Maybe a continuation model if we what I would want now. I personally just am not willing to take this. I don't know if this is a bad fade, but this just doesn't really look ideal. What I would want instead is a retracement into this 5 minute gap, and then I don't know why I did that. For us to continue lower here from this gap. Um, let's see if we get it. We do end up getting that. 30-second potential. I would have to wait for this 4 minute to be inversed, which I don't even mind, to be honest. This is better position than before. Are you serious? That's actually insane. We edged that. Okay, now we're not even like really respecting that gap anymore. Um, so it doesn't even really make this continuation short valid, unfortunately. Um, and now it's like 11. Yeah, that's actually so unfortunate. But like I said, like I'm not willing to not break even at this 5 minute. Granted, we could have maybe gotten a point 0.5. I don't know where I entered. This would have been my entry. So I could have gotten at least a 1-to-1 trade here. But yeah, that's just unfortunate. I probably should have just taken a 1-to-1 at the 5 minute because it was giving me, I think I did enter either here. Yeah, that would have been an insane entry because our stop was really tight. Um, this was solid, and then we also had data lows below. That this was low key. Yeah, I like this trade, but I low key just need a because usually my trades are 1-to-ones regardless. So me not taking profit here didn't really make sense. See, I actually have a really big break-even problem. Holy shit. Let's see. That's two break-evens in a row. Okay, done the stats. Our time frame. Haven't swept out these slanted lows here. Um, 4 hour inversion. Overall bearish. We have these swing hourly lows that I would like to see as draws. Again, I feel like I'm just being a broken record. I keep saying the exact same perspective of what I'm seeing. I see no reason for me to long here unless we inverse some sort of 15 minute and then we see continuations. We might just go straight to our draw liquidity here. Nope. I would want to see us sweep out some sort of liquidity inside of a higher time frame gap in order to push us lower. Am I willing to take a 5 minute continuation? This is sponsored by this cap. I could, honestly. I don't mind it. All my days. Not close. That closes, but ES is right beside my break even spot. Um, and additionally, I am tempted to just take this instant break even. Um, like literally it would be like an instant just straight break even trade. And this is kind of like why I lost today. Um, because I didn't go break even when ES was so like close to my drawn liquidity. So I'm gonna take it because it is, I think, a valid trade to take. Um, but I'm gonna go even more deep into this and then ensure that I go break even here as soon as that draw gets swept. Yeah, okay. Honestly, yeah, bro, this is fucking insane. We're definitely getting stopped out here, unfortunately. Like, are we right? Are we right next to it? Not necessarily. Holy shit. Okay, Loki, I'll take. Oh, I won't even lie. Unless somehow we just flush. Yeah. Hello, Samuel. Oh, no response. In the chat. Maybe get a re sweep Thursday. I didn't even check news. We had 8:30 news. Did we leave 8:30 news behind? Nope. Um, and it's kind of like the same ordeal. We're right beside these lows on ES. I do want to see this get taken. This is just like a resweep. We of these 5 minute highs, trended liquidity. I like this trend line liquidity right here. Um, it's like a random fucking thing right there. I am tempted to take this again. See, this is what I'm saying. Higher time frame, we are bearish. Do I see the need for us to go higher? Not necessarily. We're just continuing off this 15-minute. We haven't really swept any strong draws in liquidity. We have previous day low right next to us here that I am very interested in taking. Generate liquidity, and it just looks like a really solid trade, but low resistance below. Fucking I'm gonna take it, but now I just want to make sure that like, see, when I enter this 3 minute is gonna open up. So then like I'd literally just be entering into a 3 minute trade. So I'm gonna fucking not take this bullshit. Wait for that 3 minute open. And then now I'm gonna see if this 3 minute gets inversed. But then 10 a.m. would be just right around the corner, so yeah, that's so annoying. Um Now like if I I'm just gonna wait for 10 a.m. manipulates higher. Yeah, yes, sir. Um, yeah, like I don't really like taking trades really close to 10. 10 a.m. is manipulating higher, potentially to take us lower. We just edged the fuck out of this low, which is so annoying. I could see us retracing higher, fresh 4 hour gap that we can tap into. So I think I'm happy I faded that. I just want to see like if I took it, break even. Not really, like I wouldn't be able to break even too well. Damn. Poopy. Brace action. Brace action. Um, Kind of looks like we just want to reverse here. What are we doing? We have an unmitigated hourly gap. Nope. Don't really like this for trade. Okay, 5 minutes not sponsored. We sweep out these slanted lows. Um, yeah, that is actually really unfortunate here. Okay, hard time from what are you doing? Swept out all this low resistance, liquidity. We left some over here. We tapped into this hourly gap. Stop hunt, low resistance below. Hard time frame, what are we doing? I'm overall bearish on the hard time frame. It looks like we just want to rebalance this range. Yeah, we are. So the things I could be wrong about my take here. So I would have to go. Okay, but we do have like an unmitigated 15 as well that we might want to rebalance or push us higher. Um, Strong inversion lower. I like this as well. How many trades have I taken just in this one day? I don't even know. Okie low resistance. 1 to 1. I want to see the blush. Holy fuck! If I get break even again, I'd actually get cheese. To be honest, I'm gonna break even on the next one. That's my break even. We're entering 15 minute. All I want is a 1 to 1. Oh nah. Oh nah. Nah. What? What? I guess like I could have fucking reduced the risk and got a 1 to 1. Did it eventually go over? Nah, bro, this is actually cheesing me. Do we eventually do go lower? I'd be happy if we end up going lower. Oh man, that is so annoying. Yo, how many? Okay, I'm gonna look at the very end. I'm gonna look at the very end. But man, we're getting fucked right now. I honestly like I don't know what the fuck I was doing going all the way up here. I could have easily done something like this, or at least like maybe CE of this wick, um, like that, and then secured like a 1 to 1, man. That would have been fucking. I would have been a G for that. But bro, we just got break even and straight to all my draws. At least my yeah. Nah, that's actually cheesing me. Okay, next day is what it is. I think I really gotta. I'm gonna start working my break even moving forward, because these are just really unfortunate break evens. I feel like I should have been catching more W's here. Okay, off open 8:30 news. 8:30 news. Holy poopy nuggets. 8:30 wick right there. Continuing lower. We have draws right here that we're edging. Draws lower. Right there. Data high above. What would I want to see us do? I don't even know. Maybe like there's no key level to even target here to even take a short from. So Unless I'm missing like a 5 minute or some shit. Nothing. No, 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 no. We edged previous day low. Edge previous day low. Swept into nothing that I can take a trade from. Okay, I low-key actually fuck with this right here. So higher time frame, we respected this unmitigated gap. Again, swept all these draws. We left data high above. What I would want to do is sweep data high potentially, or maybe 10 a.m. inverse this 30 minute. Take a count higher. 10 a.m. Oh my days, this is actually perfect. 10 a.m. opens. 10 opens. This would be the inversion, unfortunately. Right there. 10 opens, manipulates into this fresh 15 minute. Very strong draw above. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna test this theory now. This is like just me talking my ass here, but technically 8:30 was already swept. That being said, this 5 minute candle, because it was so strong, could still be used as a draw. So I'm doing a continuation long. Um, but does it even look like we want to do this? The trade here. Yeah, no. Okay, that's fine. What can we perhaps do? So this kind of showcases that this is protected then. I guess we want to generate some draws maybe. Oh man, just line me out, bro. Holy. 5 minute right here. Tapping into this 5 minute. Now I gotta see if I want to take this trade right here too. 5 minute continuation. This is like ultimate low resistance. Um, wow, yes, is also edging previous day low. Um, I like to talk about sponsorship a lot. It just looks like we do not want to trade back up here. This kind of just showcases like for me what this looks like is 9:30 opens and we're just like edging our way towards these highs. We swept out all this low resistance, left data high that was technically already swept out, and then alongside that we accumulate, manipulate into this fresh 5 minute, and then creating low resistance below. I'm gonna take this trade. Only thing I see wrong with it is um what is it called? It is not technically this 5 minute is not sponsored by any draw, but because the draw is stronger and it kind of looks like we respected, we showcased that this is high resistant, I think this would okay be a valid trade here. So we're taking this. Okay, yo, we are not making the same fucking mistake ever again, man. This was my. That's not even a 1-to-1. Fuck me. That's my break even though. That's a 1-to-1. Taking at least 75% of my fucking thing, man. And then final TP. We're just gonna go for the catastrophic 1-2-7. Holy bang! Finally, man. Fuck me. Okay. Um, I don't necessarily see us. doing anything else. Oh shoot, what is this? Um, just make sure that that is a gap that we can trade to. Holy, no chalk right now. This is not a gap. Wait, why is this shit not loading? Okie dokie. Holy poo poo. We still have like even going into next week, I'm still gonna be no, I'm not. Like it just looks like we're just continuously being bearish. And I guess we have this big ass New York opening gap that we haven't filled in fully. So going into the next week of March, I might still be bearish here, but this is like really far away. But then on ES, it doesn't actually look too far. In terms of what I can do now, generation perhaps. Um, another low. Edging these slanted lows, and on ES, we are edging this New York opening gap. I just want to see if there is any trade that I could take. Okay, wait. 15-minute gap tap, generate lower since liquidity below. And do we have draws lower? We do. Mm, Um, it'd be this 5-minute. That's actually so unfortunate. Yeah, this is just not. I'm not going to be on the market for this long, to be honest. But does this close? Holy shit, this closes here. Quick tape trade. Let's see. Do we even get a 1-to-1? Let's say my stop loss is right here. Do we get a 1-to-1? I just want to see. That'd be break even. We do. Okay, but I'm honestly not going to enter at fucking 11, 15. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of it. Um, Holy, this is like a whole week of break evens. 4 break evens in a row. I was wondering, like, I was so curious on. There's no way we got 3 break evens in a day. Oh my days, bro. Like this is a problem right here. This day is a fucking problem. I'm gonna rewatch my video today and make sure like some of those trades I should have never went break even on. Um, or like at least not really not go break even on, but at least just taking profit. Um, my system, like the IFUG system, isn't meant to be like I wouldn't say it's meant to be a 1 to 10 RR trades. Like it's just meant to be quick in and out trades usually. And then if you're pretty confident in your trading idea, then you just like take partials and then let it play out. But sorry if there was like a lot of pauses in between the video. I do once again like trust me when I say this type of frequency is not something I'm used to. I'm not used to taking this level of this amount of trades, even in this month right here. Um, I really feel like these videos are actually helping me out. Like I haven't even been backtesting without recording just because like when I do that, I feel like I'm just skipping out on a lot of topics or skipping out on a lot of opportunity and already looking into it. Um, but I really hope you guys are seeing some sort of improvement. I feel like I am at least today overall. At this point today, I might come back and backtest later today, but um, I slacked on some schoolwork yesterday because I was backtesting. And I can't be failing my courses because I'm trying to get this degree over with. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video, probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna buy an account for tomorrow's trading day. I might just hold off on a Friday trading day, but we'll see. Um, Catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.